You should think twice while coming here to Mexico, because there are cartels stronger than the police and the army. These organizations, called cartels, have a single voice in most of the Mexican lands, such that more than 20,000 people die annually in cartel wars. For this reason, there are great warnings to tourists coming to the country that they should not go out of certain regions, because the number of tourists whose traces could not be found every year reached thousands. How did these cartels, which feared the whole world, emerge? Why the dangers of smuggling gangs at the border of Mexico-America did not come together in the 1960s. And the cartels have much more brutal and great power than all the mafia and terrorist organizations in the world. Some of the big cartels in Mexico are Los Zetas. Los Zetas is a Mexican criminal syndicate regarded as one of the most dangerous of the country's drug cartels while primarily concerned with drug trafficking. The organization also runs profitable sex trafficking and gun-running rackets. Some of the big cartels in Mexico are the origins of Los Zetas date back to the late 1990s when commandos of the Mexican army deserted. Los Zetas broke away and formed their own criminal organization, rivaling the Gulf Cartel. Los Zetas engages in violent tactics such as beheadings, torture, and indiscriminate murder. They were at one point Mexico's largest drug cartel in terms of geographical presence, overtaking their rivals, the Sinaloa Cartel. Los Zetas also operate through protection rackets, assassinations, extortion, kidnappings and other activities. The organization is based in Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, directly across the border from Laredo, Texas. In recent times, Los Zetas has become fragmented and seen its influence diminish. As of March 2016, Grupo Bravo and Zetas Vieja Escuela had formed an alliance with the Gulf Cartel against Cartel del Noreste, the Sinaloa cartels. The Sinaloa Cartel, also known as the Guzman Lora Organization, the Pacific Cartel, the Federation and the Blood Alliance, is an international drug trafficking, money laundering, and organized crime syndicate established during the late 1980s. The cartel is primarily based in the city of Culiacán, Sinaloa, with operations in the Mexican states of Baja California, Durango, Sonora, and Chihuahua. The Federation was partially splintered when the Beltran Leyva brothers broke apart from the Sinaloa cartel. The United States intelligence community considers the Sinaloa cartel the most powerful drug trafficking organization in the world, and in 2011, the Los Angeles Times called it Mexico's most powerful organized crime group. The Sinaloa cartel operates in the Golden Triangle, the states of Sinaloa, Durango, and Chihuahua. The region is a major producer of Mexican opium and marijuana. According to the U.S. Attorney General, the Sinaloa cartel was responsible for importing into the United States and distributing nearly 200 short tons of cocaine and large amounts of heroin between 1990 and 2008. According to the National Drug Intelligence Center, within the U.S., the Sinaloa cartel is primarily involved in the distribution of cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, marijuana and MDMA. It is also the majority supplier of illicit fentanyl to North America. As of 2017, the Sinaloa cartel is the most active drug cartel involved in smuggling illicit drugs into the United States and trafficking them throughout the United States. After the arrest of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the cartel is now headed by Ismael Zambada Garcia and Guzman's sons Alfredo Guzman Salazar and Ivan Archivaldo Salazar. Third, the Gulf Cartel. The Gulf Cartel is a criminal syndicate and drug trafficking organization in Mexico, and perhaps one of the oldest organized crime groups in the country. It is currently based in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, directly across the U.S. border from Brownsville, Texas. Their network is international, and are believed to have dealings with crime groups in Europe, West Africa, Asia, Central America, South America, and the United States. Besides drug trafficking, The Gulf Cartel operates through protection rackets, assassinations, extortions, kidnappings, and other criminal activities. The members of the Gulf Cartel are known for intimidating the population and for being particularly violent. Although its founder Juan Nepomuceno Guerra smuggled alcohol in large quantities to the United States during the Prohibition era, it was not until the 1980s that the cartel was formed and shifted to drug trafficking, primarily cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin, under the command of Juan Nepomuceno Guerra and Juan Garcia Abrego.